They say every dog got a day where they ain't really get to live. They say every sinner gotta pay, but I see it printed to forgive. Tribulation put you through the worst, I know why you thinking it's a myth. I woke up to your voice and hit me where it hurts, some angels I'll never see again. Walking through the valley of the murk, trying to...
YouTube was good. It's your boy Kim Money back with another video. Now I just got the watch on. Got my nice little braces as well. You get what I'm saying? This little amusement park not 2 months ago, you know what I'm saying? It's called Kingsburg Amusement Park. Shit amazing. Me and the homies went out there, got on all the rides, you get what I'm saying? You know, when it came to like, you know, the little basketball, you know how them shits be red, you get what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't make nothing, but I think I made one, and they gave us these, you know, as a prize, so I took it. It is what it is. But, back with another topic, you get what I'm saying? So, shout out to my boy Eric, you know, my son Dada YR. Y'all go follow him on Instagram. I'll put it in the description for y'all, but he motivated me with this topic. So, you know, we was on the phone about what, 20 minutes ago, and then he had said about, you know, how some people, when they go through, you know, like stuff internally, how they tend to do things outside of themselves to kind of cope with that. So he said, like, you know, some people may go outside, you know, some people may sit up here, you know, let's say like play the game. Some people may smoke, but they never really choose, you know, dig deep inside. So he was saying, like, you know, for me, you know, I work a lot, I do a lot of hours. He was saying, with me doing all that, doing a lot of overtime, you know, what motivated me to make these videos. Now I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not really the most consistent person at making these YouTube videos. I gotta be honest with myself before anything, you get what I'm saying? Because obviously y'all can see that I'm not the most consistent. I might say, you know, I'm gonna make the video, then I'll post it, you know, but like, I'm still getting new to this, but that's still no excuse though. So, you know, everything is on my end, you know. I don't want nobody to coddle me saying like, you know, oh, nah, you new to this, you still getting the hang of it. Nah, because at the end of the day, you know, we go through that phase just like we promise ourselves we gonna do something, but then you know we kind of scared, you know, that next step, you know, when it come to moving forward, when it come to sitting up here and, you know, trying to get to that next goal in life. So what actually motivate me to make these videos is just the fact that I know it could be done, you get what I'm saying? Like, due to the fact of the conversations I have with people, the fact that, you know, I can sit up there and hold a conversation with anybody with any age, rather, you know, they're younger than me, older than me, or, you know, rather they want to sit up here and go back and forth on the topic, or think because, you know, they way older than me, that they know more, due to the fact that I proved to myself over and over, like, bruh, I can sit up here and get up with you on this type of topic, or, you know, as to why I know this, as to why I know that. That's what motivated me to make these, because, like, you know, I've proven to myself that me putting myself through the fire or through certain situations and being able to excel, you know, showing me that I have that inner confidence, you know, to go after what I want. But when it's something I really want, though, you know, sometimes in life when we don't really care for things, it's like, you know, we may not sit up here and really care about getting it done at all. We may not care to learn more about it. We may not care to, you know, sit up here and actually be like, okay, you know, I'm gonna take the time, you know, sit up here and actually see what I can learn from this. Some things is like, all right, cool. If I know it, I know it. If I don't, I don't. But with this, right, with me watching YouTube, with me looking up to, you know, certain people, certain influencers and everything, I really see that, you know, that you can't bypass the hard work, you know. Sometimes it feels so good to just sleep. Sometimes it feels good to sell myself that dream, you know, in the sense of, man, like, I don't got to get out of bed, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Or, you know, like, for y'all know me. For anybody who didn't know, I make a lot of these, you know, custom-made oils, you know. I sit up here, I buy the bulk bottles, you know. Let's say, like, a bottle like this. I would have a label on it, you know, how the smells mixed into it. And, you know, I batch a lot of those, you know. I bought a... Oh shit. My bad, y'all. My damn ring light then they gave out on the brother. Hold up. There we go. My bad, y'all. But what I was saying was, you know, like, I would make a lot of those, you know, and you know, sometimes that'll be like my little getaway distraction. But that's something I peep though, and it hasn't been too long because, you know, I posted on these YouTube channel, but as far as being consistent, it hasn't been as much, you know. This about to be, you know, my third upload this week, because I'm posting one tonight, then I'm gonna post another video tomorrow. But it'll be sometimes where, you know, I'm making these videos and then, you know, I sit up here and I grab an oil and I get to doing that, then I never get back to the video, then I lose my train of thought about the topic. Well, I was probably flowing at first, the video cut out, and instead of, you know, me hopping right back on it, I tend to, you know, do something else. So it's like I catch myself in the act of doing a lot of this stuff too. I think it's a blessing that I got stuff going for me that it keep me active, as far as, you know, me, you know, let's say like studying certain topics, studying, you know, things I want to know, making these, you know, reaching out to my people, talking to my friends. But at the end of the day, it's just really about the part of just locking in. And I understand that nobody really can, you know, help me succeed about this journey I want to do fully, but me, because we all could get help. Like, it's a lot of good mentors I know. It's a lot of good people that put me on game. There's a lot of good people that sit up here, actually, want to see me, do good, and I want to see them do good as well. But at the end of the day, when we finish our talks, once we finish having those intellectual conversations, I gotta be the one to lock in and say, like, I gotta do the work, I gotta do what need to be done. Sometimes I might be mad at myself due to the fact that, the stuff I could have did in an hour, we could have did in 30 minutes took all day. But, like I said, sometimes I just look at the bigger picture and I'm be like, either I could beat myself about the time, or I could just sit up here and be glad that it's done. But not sit up here and make that a habit though. Not just like, oh, it's going to get done regardless, so sit up here and stall time. Like, nah, the minute I think about it, I want to jump on it. That's something I'm still working on, because the minute I think about a YouTube video, it's like, I already know it's me getting out my comfort zone, Even though I got my ring light plugged up, it's like, shit. But even though when that alarm go off, it's like my brain try to go somewhere else. Oh, now you've got to go outside and do something. Or you've got to, make your Oreos, or this little show on, spend more 30 minutes doing this and doing that. But I already know it's a getaway, and sometimes that trap is so difficult. It's like, that getaway thing is coming, because it's like all of a sudden you be good, but when it comes to something that's going to better you, or when it comes to something that put you out your comfort zone, it's like it's always that little getaway plan that I always want to have you shift to the other side. It's like, man, or you could say that for later, or do this another time. But then as time go on, I realized, like, I'm not gonna grow, as a person who want to be like a good influence on YouTube, or want to get my message out, or want to be on these big podcasts, talking my stuff, because at the end of the day, if my videos are getting out and I'm getting on the YouTube algorithm, then I'm getting taken off for inconsistency, it's like after a while you're like, all right, bro, we ain't gonna really mess with you like that. Like, yeah, you speak a good message, but we could go over here to somebody else who want to constantly give us the message we need, because at the end of the day, we all need people. I look up to certain people, people look up to me, and then with me doing this, y'all gonna be looking up to me, and I'm gonna be looking up to some of y'all. So once I get a little bigger, like for me going further down the line, y'all give me Q&As, y'all give me YouTube topics. Y'all want to hear my opinion on this, hear my opinion on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just in the sense of having that go-getter mentality, and doing it in days where you don't feel like you're motivated at all. You get what I'm saying? Because it's easy to sit up here and get up one day, you fully rested, and it feel like the weight of the world off your shoulders. Like, you can just sit up here, you get right up, brush your teeth, wash your face, and you take on a whole day, and it's like, damn, that was easy. Rather than, you get up tomorrow and, you might feel good, fully rested, but it's like that, that jolly feeling, that, that sensation of, I'm about to attack the world. It's like, you ain't feeling, that same, I can say, sense of like happiness. And sometimes that just happens. Don't mean you depressed, don't mean you sad, it just be those times where it's like, you get up and it's like, I still got to give it 110%, no matter how I'm feeling. So like for me, I realized that first starting out, I will always wait for that motivation factor. That day when I come home and I'm feeling good, or it's like I watch a little motivational video and I'm like, man, I'm about to change my life. To sit up here and make a video, turn it off, and it's like, you're just like, you gotta make another one, right? And another one. You're gonna have to learn how to edit more, right? You're gonna have to learn how to have better lighting. You get what I'm saying? Because like even me doing this simple stuff is me taking myself from my comfort zone. But I already know that when it come to me editing, when it come to me using certain softwares, when it come to me getting better off with my computer system, a lot of things going to change. But it's the fact of knowing that that next step is coming. It can be scary sometimes, but it's like the fact that I gotta learn to trust myself. That's what it is. So to answer that question, what keeps me motivated is the fact that I know I gotta trust me. I can look to other people, I can get advice, but when I really lock in, I gotta be the one to do the work. I can't have no grown man come behind me trying to actually grab my hands and put it on the damn computer, or keep my head straight, or tilt it from side to side, or move my damn lips to get what I'm saying, get the message out. I gotta be the one to actually fly at the top of the head and be ready for the bigger picture. People want to fly me out. People want to want me to speak. Let's say at certain places about what I did to be successful, or people want me to understand, like, yo, how are you so young with this mindset? What did you go through? I got to be able to flow. Hey man, I learned this from like say friends, relationships, OGs, seeing other people go through stuff, myself going through certain things, me journaling, me sitting up here holding myself accountable, me holding others accountable, others holding me accountable, like all type of stuff, like just being able to flow off the head, like, bro, like, yo, what are you talking about? And it's like, to be able to give like a good reasoning, and that's why I always talk about, I don't like to have surface level conversation, because a lot of people could regurgitate stuff, so you might hear cliche advice like, oh, be you, Don't be like nobody else. Be different. But then it's like when you can kind of dive deep into, like, you know, say if a person be like, man, I still don't understand, you know, why should I be different? You'll be like, you know, because at the end of the day, when it comes to you being different, you know, people have no choice but to mess with you if they want to be around you. And they still may be like, I heard that before, but what do you mean? And you be like, I give you a better example, you know. So it's like, if a person, you know, is around you and you coming from an authentic standpoint, you know, they'll be torturing their own self being around you, you know, if they don't really want to be in your presence. You get what I'm saying? So it's like every time they're around you, you know, them having that free will to either walk away or stay, by them staying, they're torturing themselves. You're not begging, you're not bartering, you know, you're not getting them you're not doing anything to get them to like you. You're not using no tactics. You're like, bro, it's just who I am. And that could be, you know, you might be a person that's more on the goofy side, you know, like this person may always want to be stern and look hard and, you know, try to put up this little act. You may just be a person just like myself who don't take themselves serious. Like, you know, there's times where, like I said, I could dive deep like how I'm doing now. Or I could be charismatic, or I could be smooth. But, you know, I don't choose to be like that suave guy or try to say everything that's witty, or, you know, I don't gotta be intellectual all the time. Sometimes, you know, I can just sit back, you know, chill, kick my feet up, and, you know, just enjoy the moment. Let's say, like, you know, for example, I might be on a date and a girl, she might be like, oh, you think you hot shit, don't you? I may be like, shit, who said all that? Or, you know, I may sit up here and make a little joke, but at the end of the day, you know, even though I said the little joke, you know, the way I'm coming off and, you know, the way, like, I'm making her feel, you know, or let's say, like, I'm in a conversation with everybody, they might be like, oh, man, you know, or you think you the smartest guy in the room. Or they might be like, oh, man, so you must stand on business, huh? You know, I may make a little joke, but at the end of the day, it's not me downing myself in the sense of being insecure, you know, it's just me being witty. Like, I don't gotta sit up here, you know, always try to, you know, like, prove a point, or try to sit up here, you know, try to go deep into, you know, why I think about this, why I think about that. Now, when it's time, of course, or, you know, or we on that type of timing, but, you know, I like to, you know, like I said, sit back, you know, just be, like, more on the chill side, because the way I present myself, you know, my attitude and my aggression with my attitude, and for some people who don't know what that means, you know, it's one thing to have an attitude, and it could be good or bad. It could be your attitude towards, you know, taking the next step to do something, which is, you know, taking yourself out your comfort zone, getting up early when you don't want to, you know, and actually taking on your goals. Then I said it's the aggression with the attitude. So it's like you could get up early, you know, and attack a goal, but like I said, waste time throughout the day but still get it done. Or it's like you could wake up with that aggression, like, man, I'm gonna bang this out. When I said I'm gonna bang it out. I set the alarm for 9, shit, 8:59, I'm already ready. When 9 o'clock come, I'm ready to go. Like, I make a video at 10, 9:55, ring light, everything set up, you know, might finish, you know, adjusting a few things, boom, as soon as 10 o'clock come, boom, I start the camera rolling, or 9:59, just things like that. So it's like, you know, your aggression and, you know, the ability, you know, to stay humble as well, because, you know, sometimes in life, I feel as though anything you go through, it always got to bring you back down to a point to show you that, you know, you still got room to grow. So, like, for example, with these videos, I know some people gonna watch it and be like, you know, man, I rock with this dude, may want to reach out. Some people may be like, man, they might go off society terms. Nah, he 20, man, he just talking a whole bunch of stuff, he don't know what he talking about. Or some people may be like, man, I'm turning this off, man. I'm gonna subscribe, and I ain't never watching him again, but I'm ready for all that. Because I'm willing to take the good with the bad. I'm willing to take the, you know, hey, bro, you changed my life. And I'm willing to take the, you know, man, I ain't learned nothing from you, bro. I don't know what you talking about. Hey, man, heard that already. Don't really care for that standpoint. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, when it comes to me taking the good with the bad, it's like I understand that, you know, I'm going against the trend. I'm going against things that, you know, people wouldn't normally go against. So a lot of people don't even got the confidence to sit up here, you know, and buy a ring, like, to take the next step. Just them thinking about, you know, buying something to, you know, work towards their goals, you know, will probably scare them even more than a person, you know, who's sitting up here actually already doing it, and, you know, afraid to be judged. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like that person thinking like, damn, I gotta buy this ring light to sit up here and make these YouTube videos. I already know the haters coming. I already know the positivity coming. I don't know if I'm ready to give advice one-on-one. I don't know if I'm ready, you know, to sit up here, you know, get flown out to talk to people, you know, to actually sit up here, you know, and fall at the top of the head. Then you got some people that's like, you know, they may be like me. You know, you actually in the situation, but then it's like you still kind of got, like, you know, you kind of iffy about it. It's like, you know, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm not going to be outcome dependent. I'm going to sit up here and I'm like, boom, I'm going to make the video, you know, and I'm gonna edit as I go. I'm gonna be more smooth as I go, you know, change the lighting, change a different background, do videos in certain places. But as of right now, I'm gonna just make sure the most important part is the message. I get the message out, everything be good, and you know, I make sure y'all understand. Love y'all.